Hey guys, welcome back. Episode 43. We're going to talk a little bit about shoulder extension, often a missed shoulder movement in many athletes, particularly with guys who spend a lot of time jumping and receiving positions in extension. So particularly for you guys who CrossFit athletes doing muscle ups regularly or dip type patterns or pressing horizontally, this one's really going to help to allow you to organize your shoulder position much better. It's a very active drill, and as such requires a lot of concentration. What we're going to talk about first is the position of the shoulder that we're interested in. We're going to be looking at, during the stretch, you're going to be driving the shoulder away from your ear and back towards the floor behind you. So it's a down and back motion with the shoulder blades, a squeezing of the shoulder blades nice and tight. You're going to set yourself up into a starting position relative to what you would do for a crab walk type technique. But instead of being hands at shoulder width, we're going to start you off slightly wider so that we start you in a more easy position and you're going to progress in as mobility allows. So from behind, it's going to look something like this width, outside my hand width. You'll also notice that my hands are turned out to the sides for start with, and that also makes the stretch slightly easier and biases less structures in the shoulder. So what we're going to do, we're going to get our setup position, which is as wide as this position. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the weight onto my heels, my feet. I'm going to try and keep my shoulders organized. And I'm going to squeeze my bum nice and tight and try and think about our shoulder position on both sides. I'm going to come back down, nice and easy. You're then going to walk your hands in a few inches and you go again. Same thing, fighting for position, back down. You'd walk your hands in one final time and repeat. Once you've done that, you're then going to get kind of idea as to what level you're at. If you find that your shoulder position is becoming very compromised and you're having to push your shoulders forward or up towards your ears to allow you to achieve position, you really should be starting a bit wider and working on keeping that postural position perfect to start with. You should only progress in once your shoulder girdle can maintain the correct position during the mobility. If you manage all three of those levels and you can do it with your hands at shoulder width or just inside shoulder width, you're then going to turn your fingers to face forwards, which is going to bias a lot more of the anterior structures in the shoulder. Now, of course, this is going to put some long sensitive structures on a bit of a stretch, but provided we keep the shoulder girdle in position, it's very safe. So what we're going to do is this. Same setup position. I've gone into my narrowest position first. I've succeeded. I'm going to turn my hands to face forwards. So I'm turning my hands out from the sides in towards the front, having that same position. I'm then going to drive up in the same way and back down. Much more intense. You can hold each stretch position for as long as you feel necessary. There is a band assisted version of this, which we like very much, but we will get to that in later episodes. Have a go at this one, guys. It must be driven by the bum being tight and the shoulders being drawn away from the ears and back together. If you can keep those two components on, you're going to find this to be quite an intense mobilization, but also very safe because it's active the whole time. Have a go, guys. Let us know what you think. Can be used as part of a preparation routine, no problems. Comments are always welcome, guys. See you next time.